Hello again and welcome to chapter 8. We're talking about embedding multimedia. Now, in this topic, the third topic of chapter 8, I will be discussing how to add marquee. Okay, and you've seen scrolling text that's moving from from left to right or right to left. It moves across the screen continuously, and there are many other ways in which you can manipulate text so that it moves in different ways. So in this part of the chapter 8, I'll be talking about how to add a marquee on your web page. Okay, and in order to explain that, I've opened up the same file, the multimedia notepad, and remember it was implemented in the form of this topic here, Inya. Listen to some cool music while you work, and then we had a music here, an audio file, and I also showed how to embed an audio file as an external link. So right beneath the video tag, you can begin writing the marquee code. Okay, and that's how simple it is. The marquee code is one of the oldest tags in HTML, and it is a tag used to create a marquee or a scrolling text. That's what I'm trying to say. Marquee is a scrolling text, and you can make the text or image scroll from right to left, left to right, top to bottom, or bottom to top. The marquee tag is a non-standard HTML, which means that it has been around for a long time and it is understood by many other programming languages. So if you have any script embedded or anything else, any kind of language that your web page is using, marquee tag will easily be understood by it. So this is something that works easily. That's what I'm trying to say in short. Okay, supposing you want to write a continuous scrolling text, and all you need to do is just open the marquee code and marquee tag, and within the marquee tag add the attribute behavior. Okay, oops, spelling error. Behavior. Okay, that's the main attribute that goes with the marquee tag, and write slide. Okay, that's the behavior. It's going to be sliding, and you're going to write direction. That's another attribute of the marquee tag. Right direction is equal to, remember, anything equals value in inverted commas is you're actually defining a variable, and variables, they define how your attributes are going to behave. Okay, so the behavior, this marquee, is that it's going to slide. The direction of this marquee is left. Okay, and let's close the marquee open tag and then write your slide in text goes here. You could say okay, simple, and just to make you understand, some kind of self descriptive text, marquee. Okay, and that's about it. And I'm just going to save this file, save as, and it's saved as multimedia, which is fine. And I also want to save it as all files, HTML file save. Alright, great. So let's go ahead and okay, there you go. I'm sliding left to right. In fact, I think, oops, okay, there's this, it's sliding right to left. But that's fine. But that's how you add a marquee, and as soon as it finishes, it stops right here. What I'm trying to explain here is that you can grab your learners' attention, your readers or your learners, whoever they are, who are viewing your website. You can grab their attention when they see a sliding text coming from right or left side of the screen, and it's going to align to the left. That's what it means. Okay, and if you want to play with this even more, you can have slide the text you can slide it from right to left or left to right. You can try that. Let's try to change it to right. Okay, and I'm going to save this and I'm going to refresh the page. There you go. And it's going to stop all the way here. Alright, I'm just trying to show you how it behaves, and it's going to stay right there. Can you see it? Let me move the screen a little bit to the right side. Yes, that's how it's going to stop. Okay, let's go back to the code and play with this a bit more. Supposing you try to, okay, let's try to copy and paste this, okay, because I want to give you several examples and I want you to be able to see all these examples. Okay, by copying and pasting, I'm just speeding up things, I'm just trying to make sure that you have separate examples here. Okay, in the behavior, write marquee and behavior equals to, instead of slide, write alternate. Okay, write alternate and then write I am bouncing. Okay, and let's try to save this and refresh this page. Okay, you know what? Okay, just hold on. I need to delete this because it's being continued, and the effect of the first marquee is on the second one as well. So let me make sure I didn't make any other error here. No, I didn't, but I need to delete this as well. It can bounce and it cannot go bounce up and down and then also move, change directions. Okay, so let me try to run this file now. Save and okay, it's supposed to bounce up and down, but my browser is not doing it. I wonder why. Behavior, let me check if I have the right syntax here. Is equal to alternate. Seems fine to me. I wonder why my browser is not reading it. Alright, no problem. I have one more trick up my sleeve. Okay, let's try once again. I'm going to scroll. Oh my god. I wasn't wrong after all. So instead of bouncing up and down, it's going to bounce from left to right. Great. I have more tricks I can show you. Okay, just check this out. This is so much fun. There you go. It bounces back and forth. Alright, this is kind of cute. Okay, so let's try something else. Okay, let's try. This worked. What I was expecting was a text would bounce up and down, like this. But that is some other code. Let me show you that one as well. Okay, marquee behavior is equal to alternate. I am bouncing. And instead of alternate, I want you to write scroll. Okay, now the intention is to have the text scroll upwards. Okay, so the behavior is described as scroll and direction is up. You have to add another here, right direction is equal to up. Okay, and as soon as and then you could say up we go. Let me see what it does. It's kind of interesting. I'm curious. Up we go. This is the reason why I just want you to play with text. I just want you to play with the code. I want you to be confident enough to make mistakes, and I want you to be able to come back and correct your mistakes. Usually what we have is the syntax or the logical error, and if you're able to fix these two, and you will only learn how to fix these two if you make those mistakes. So it's okay if the code is not running the first time. We can always go back and fix it, and that's part of troubleshooting, and programming go hand in hand. You can't have 100% workable code each time, so be prepared for that. All right, so let's save the file, and there you go. Up we go. Okay, it will begin with the line is supposed to begin, and the text will go up to where the line is supposed to end. Okay. Alright, there's one more thing that I can show you. It's the scrolling speed. Alright, the direction could be, you could say scroll, and then the direction could be left. Okay, and you could say left, right. Just write any text, something that's very visible. And I've just said left, right, up, down, try any direction and speed. Okay, and okay, all right, I'm a little bit finicky about my grammar. So marquee behavior is equal to scroll, direction is equal to left. And there's one more thing. Okay, there's one more thing I want to show you. It's called scroll amount. Okay, scroll amount, and you're going to say scroll, let me leave a space here, scroll amount is equal to, we'll come back and play with it more. Okay, scroll amount is equal to 1. Okay, and you can imagine if it's 1, it's going to be slow. Okay, slow scroll speed, marquee. Okay, alright, I'm just going to write slow here, and I'm going to check for any syntax errors before I run the code. Behavior is equal to scroll, direction is equal to left, scroll amount is equal to 1, and my marquee tag is closed as well. I think I'm all set to go. Save. Okay, it's slow, believe me, it's slow. Okay, it's coming. Alright, check this out. Okay, slow, left, right. So it's going to be very slow. Sometimes this is very useful when you are trying to place an advertisement on your web page, and you want your learners, your readers, not to get annoyed at a fast moving marquee, and you want your readers to be able to read the text clearly. Sometimes the news is it's like a breaking news kind of thing going on here, and it's very important. You want to make sure that your users don't miss this piece of news. So this is a good example of using a slow scroll text. Okay, and believe me, you have plenty of opportunities to play with the code here. Okay, for example, I can increase the speed of the scrolling text. All I need to do is just add, okay, supposing I want to make the speed medium. Okay, just add a 0 here and make it 10. The speed is 10. Right, let me save this and show you what happens. There you go, that's medium speed. Alright, it's kind of interesting, isn't it? And let's make it fast. 20. Okay, and I'm going to change this to fast. Okay, and you can play with the numbers and you can see what happens. It's very interesting, and this is one of the oldest way of HTML tag. Marquee is one of the oldest tags. It's been around forever as far as I remember. Okay, fast, and it's going to come again as soon as the last word leaves the screen, the first one enters the screen. So it's like a scrolling image. That's what it means. Alright folks, we all set for wrapping up chapter 8. We're all done with chapter 8. We talked about different kinds of kinds of things that you can apply in a marquee. You can have it scroll, you could have it slide, you could have it bounce, you can have it move from left to right, right to left, you can have it scroll at varying speeds, and I have also talked about different usages of scrolling text, marquee text, why do you have marquees, and how they can be very annoying if not used tastefully. So with this, I end my chapter 8, embedding multimedia in your web page, and I am hoping that you have achieved as much as you expected at the least. And in order to take your learning to the next level, I would strongly suggest to please go back to your e-portfolio and try to build on it. Up next, I will be talking about the final steps towards creating and completing your e-portfolio, and use the e-portfolio as the summary of all the things that you've learned with me in this course, HTML1, and try to complete the e-portfolio and submit it to me at zubia@qualityforlife.ae. You're very welcome to submit your links, and the many hosting sites where that will host your code as well. And if you need any kind of help or any kind of comments, please add them under this video. I'll be happy to answer them. And alright, all set. Let's talk about the e-portfolio up next, and after that I'm going to be wrapping up this chapter, and we are going to go towards HTML2 in the next course. See you there.